Hey guys, Eli here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Tales from the Bargain Bin, where I show the movies that I rescued out of bargain bins in the month of July. So I've got 6 titles here, 3 Blu-ray, 3 DVD, and yeah, as you can expect from me, it's a mixed bag, but this is a pretty good, decent representation of, like, you know, the styles that I like. So yeah, let's get started. I guess we'll start with the Blu-rays. From 2021, we've got The French Dispatch from Wes Anderson. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan. I've been trying to kind of work my way into, collecting all of his movies. I have most of them now. I think I'm only missing maybe 2 or 3, and they're movies that, like, I've never really seen out in the wild at all. So I don't know, maybe some of them are hard to find. And they're not like, I'm not talking like his super old early ones. I'm talking about some of the later ones. But whatever, maybe it's just me. The movies have never super been on my radar, and I haven't seen The French Dispatch actually. So this is a cool thing that, not only add to my collection, but finally watch, because yeah, like I said, I love Wes Anderson. Every single one of his movies, to different extents, of course, but he just has. I know his style is not for everybody, and I get that, but it's definitely for me. All of his movies, I'm just able to just fully immerse myself in, and I love him for it. Then from 2016, we've got Lights Out. This is one I've been curious about, directed by David F. Sandberg. So I guess this was originally I can't remember, like a YouTube short, or not a YouTube short, but like a YouTube video, like a creepypasta type thing, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Totally correct me, but it is, again, something like that. I've heard that it's one of those movies where it's a cool concept, but it was never supposed to be a full-length movie and doesn't quite work super well as a full-length movie. But I'm super excited to check it out. I love creepypasta type stuff. Excited to check it out and see if I agree with that or not. But it's this has got to be one of the earlier Atomic Monster movies. James Wan's production company, because I don't remember the Atomic Monster name back in 2016. So that's kind of cool. I guess you get Benjamin Wallfish doing the soundtrack, or the score, I guess you could say. He's super prolific and super talented. You'll whether or not you know his name, you've heard his compositions for sure. This next one I don't know why I bought. Just because it was cheap. From 2014, I've got Rampage: Capital Punishment, the second Rampage movie in the trilogy. I honestly hate these movies. Uwe Boll is an idiot. I have no respect for him at all. I see these movies and, like, the Citizen Vigilante or whatever, I just see as, I don't want to start the wildfire here, but I just see it as just right-wing screwball bullshit. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch this once and maybe I'll toss it in the trash, or maybe I'll get rid of it. It was cheap, I thought. Those movies are basically like car wrecks for me, literally. So do with that what you will. Moving on to the DVDs, I've got the 1984 classic Silent Night, Deadly Night. Oddly enough, you might be thinking, like, why didn't you own that already? This is the Anchor Bay uncensored version from, let's see, 2007. Yeah, funny thing about this is I really do like this movie, and I've always needed to have it in my collection. I just never have. What's funny is that I have most, if not all, of the sequels, which are, to most people, they're of varying quality, and I get that. I kind of like them all, but obviously the first one's by far the best. I mean, there's not by a large margin. But anyways, don't sleep on those sequels. They're at least some of them are kind of fun. We've got The Gift from 2000. I consider myself a Sam Raimi fan for sure, a pretty big Sam Raimi fan. But I realized the other day that I have not seen all of his movies. I mostly just watch, like, his Evil Dead stuff. Yeah, mostly just his Evil Dead stuff. I mean, and he's got plenty of other things that are pretty cool. Thanks to my buddies over at the Needlessly Nostalgic podcast, they've been talking about Sam Raimi quite a bit lately, going through his discography and stuff like that. So they reminded me that Sam's got some other movies that I need to see. This definitely being one of them. This seems to be a pretty well liked movie in his catalog. So yeah, I'm glad to finally own it, and glad to finally give it a watch. And last but not least, maybe least from what I've heard, because I've never heard anything good about this, from 2004, Mother of Tears from Dario Argento. This is the third movie, the last movie, I should say, in the Three Mothers trilogy, which is Suspiria and Inferno. It's kind of funny that he waited so long. I don't know. There's got to be a story behind it. I don't know why he waited 20 plus years, 30 years, or whatever to film another movie for a trilogy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I've never heard anything good about this, but for a couple of bucks, I figured I had to rescue it. I don't know. Maybe the back looks interesting. Looks like there's some cool, gory stuff going on there, and I'd be okay with that, I guess. You got his daughter Asia is in this. Udo Kier. This is the unrated version. Dimension Extreme. I do like collecting the Dimension Extreme titles too. They're kind of fun, especially on just your standard ass DVD. Although I've only ever seen the Dimension Extreme titles on DVD, or at least packaged that way with the Dimension Extreme logo on there. I'm sure a lot of those movies have been, pressed on Blu-ray and 4K just without the Dimension. I think that the Dimension Extreme old tag should always be at the top, but whatever. I fuss about small details like that, and that's just pretty much my entire life. So anyways, that's it, guys. Let me know if there's anything there that you like. Obviously, I haven't seen a couple of those. If you've seen Mother of Tears or The Gift, let's talk about those. Or if you just want to talk more about Silent Night, Deadly Night, even though it's all been said. I know it's a movie a lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for, and I love that. So I hope you guys are doing well as always. My week has been shaky at best, so hopefully yours is going better. So yeah, love you guys. Thanks for sticking with me, and see you at the multiplex. Subscribe right now, please.